Hi guys, it's Kate here for another Period Drama Monday. So the period drama I would like to talk to you about today is one of my favorites, and last year I may or may not have watched it 4 different times. So that is the 1999 Wives and Daughters put out by the BBC. This is one of my go-tos when I want something that's like a comfort watch, and to sip some warm tea and knit while I watch this is just one of the best days I could have. So I will tell you about the plot of Wives and Daughters in case you haven't seen it in any of my other videos. It starts out with Molly Gibson starting to become a young lady, and her father, being the good Victorian father that he is, decides that she needs to have a mother to give her moral guidance as she's making her way in the world. And he hastily marries a woman who he doesn't know that well, actually, and sadly doesn't realize this until after they're married, and also gains a stepdaughter named Cynthia, and they move into their house and kind of shake up things in the family. And then another big part of this is a family that they are close acquaintances with, the Hamleys. They're Squire Hamley and his wife, and Osborne and Roger are the 2 sons, and they are right around Cynthia and Molly's ages. And there are secrets, there's love, there are money troubles, there is kind of men making their way in the world, and it's just a really, really good time. There's, I think, the perfect amount of drama. There's definitely some really sad moments, but then there's also really really happy moments, and the ending is way up there for me as far as period drama endings go. And I really enjoy this period drama. It's got the costumes down like a lot of period dramas, the music is on par, and the sites where they filmed this are really beautiful. It's really nice to watch in winter if you need some cheering up, to see beautiful landscape and flowers and trees with leaves. So it's just a feast for the eyes. And I'll just tell you about some of the people who are in it. So the actress who plays the main character of Molly is played by Justine Waddell, and for those of you that saw the earlier version of Tess of the D'Urbervilles, she plays Tess in that. And I also saw her in The Fall. So I like her the most in Wives and Daughters though, and she has an American accent in The Fall actually, which she wasn't able to do it quite naturally, so it sounded just unnatural while she was talking. It kind of bothered me the whole movie, just as I'm sure Americans doing British accents, kind of irritates them. So, but she does just such a great job in this, and she's such a natural at being Molly and doing the right amount of emoting and internalizing, and just showing just such a good portrayal of Molly's personality. And then Dr. Gibson is played by Bill Patterson, who I have seen on Dr. Zhivago, and also I have seen on Little Dorrit. And I like him best in this, but that's probably because I like Dr. Gibson so much. He has such an interesting relationship with Molly, and it really evolves and changes as the story goes on, but they're still close. And he has to learn kind of how his relationship will change as Molly gets older and turns into a woman. And he has a Scottish accent, which is a fun thing that makes him unique in this movie. And then Hyacinth is played by Francesca Annis, who I've only ever else seen in Cranford. She's a lot older in Cranford. And the reason why I love so much her performance in this is Hyacinth can be one of those characters who's so annoying and so grating that it ruins the story for you, but she kind of brings out the humorous element of Hyacinth saying things like cheese is vulgar, and just so ridiculous that you can't help but laugh. So I really like that about her, because Hyacinth really bugged me, like really bothered me when I read the book, but then she makes it humorous, so then it's like, all right, Hyacinth is just ridiculous, but she's harmless. And so she really does, you know, a good job doing that. And then Osborne is played by Tom Hollander. He is an actor that I really want to see more of. He plays Mr. Collins in the newer version of Pride and Prejudice, and I thought he was a great Mr. Collins. I know that version gets some hate, but I thought he was splendid as Mr. Collins. And then one of my favorite characters in a newer movie called About Time, he plays this grumpy playwright and just has it down pat. And another actor that really brings a lot to this is Michael Gambon, and he plays Squire Hamley. And he said actually this is one of his favorite roles that he's ever played. He just felt so comfortable in it. So he brings something that I don't think any other actor could bring to that role. And let me know if you end up watching Wives and Daughters and what you think. I would love to discuss it. It's just one of my favorites, and I am always interested in having discussion. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you for another video soon. Bye-bye.